Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. To my right is Lucas, down the bottom there is Jay, and we're here to discuss Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham United 0. Before I get started, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV and hit the notification bell. Before we get into this, Lopetegui, he needs to go tonight, he needs to fuck off. This Spanish cunt is no good. Yeah, and any person out there on social media telling you different, they can fuck off with him. Yeah, because they're fucking gaslighting you fully in the face. And I'm gonna say it straight to the camera. Yeah, any person who thinks this is acceptable right now can fuck off out of the East End with the fucking Spanish cunt. I hope that makes that crystal fucking clear to everyone. Yeah, because this is not what is acceptable right now. Yeah, we are West Ham United. We are better than this. Yeah, and don't let no person, and I do mean this, no person tell you that, oh, we've got to see how it goes. They can fuck off with him, yeah, because we're better than this. Lucas, how are you doing, mate?
I'm defeated, mate. I'll be honest. I just feel so detached.
So do I.
I don't see the vision. We don't have any identity. It's tough right now, and there's literally zero optimism to be had. And normally I like to be a bit optimistic, a little upbeat, but realistic at the same time. But I want to know what color grass this is, because this shit ain't greener than normal. This is miserable, if you ask me. This style of play is absolutely atrocious. Red card or not, we were not winning that match today. Under any circumstance, we're just diabolical to watch, and people ask for this. People wanted more of the ball. What do we do with the ball? We don't do fucking shit with the ball. We do nothing.
Joe, what?
We have no creativity. The middle of the park is a ghost town. We overlap two fullbacks all the way up the pitch that one of them has zero qualities in the final third, and the other, he puts in a good low cross and can dribble up the pitch. That's about it. And again, are the players not playing good enough? Absolutely. But the tactics, I mean, what the fuck are we doing, man? It's so bad.
It's over. It's over. People want to change, yeah? And listen, I'm not even going to go at the Moyes out lot. I'm not. Because I'm actually, like, I think one thing that we can all agree with, that we're all coming together. Yeah, because we all agree that this cunt is no good. The issue I've got is that we have got to have a standard at West Ham. And our standard has to be better than this. And if you want to save the season right now, you get him out the door. You bring someone else in and you save the fucking season. Right? Because for me, yeah, this is not West Ham. This is just not it. Right, I'm going to be straight, and I'm going to say it with heart. Yeah, it's not it at all. Right, we are all over the place. We're setting up with three centre halves, 2 defensive midfielders, and wing backs today against Nottingham Forest. Is this how low that we have become? I'm just going to say that. Right, I'm so angry, but I learnt my lesson from the Spurs game. Yeah, on this one, that's why I'm trying to remain calm. But I'm dying inside. Absolute dying inside seeing us like this. Yet again, a game where we're just done. And we're sitting there for 20, 25 minutes going through the pain of it. Every fan.
No chance as well. No, there was literally no sliver of hope in that match. Literally none.
Jay, what do you want to say, mate? Go on.
Oh, it's hard to put into words, isn't it? I just feel like we're literally all sitting here and watching our club die in front of our eyes. Like,
completely agree.
It's so like dejecting and it's so demoralizing to like this. First and foremost, anybody who went up to that game today Like, I absolutely salute you. Like, safe travels home. You spent upwards of 100, maybe 200 sheets to go and support your club today, and that is not West Ham. Like that performance, that display is not the West Ham that we follow home and away, and that we absolutely live and breathe for. That's not. It's just not our club. Like and like, I don't necessarily want to see or hear people hyper criticizing individual players. You could go over every single player and go, "Oh, this person was shit. This person did this wrong." I don't really blame any of them. The personnel being employed in this system is just so far off what we should be doing. It's just not even close. It's not like we can turn around and go, "Oh yeah, this person had a bad game, and if this was different, like this was crap, but it could have been changed because of this." We got it wrong from the first minute. Absolutely, the first minute. Like, how we're trying to play a back five away to Nottingham Forest, to what you said, James, like, it's just not acceptable. We've just made a club who have not been relevant in 40 years look like prime Real Madrid. Like, they were, like, make no mistake, they were taking the piss out of us at the end. Like, that second half was just them knocking the ball around, having a laugh.
Olay chance for 15 minutes.
Mate, it was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. And like, I'm just fed up with it now. Like, I'm so fed up.
But again, mate, I just don't know how anyone. Again, and I don't blame anyone for being optimistic. And I've always said there's a fine line between optimism and delusion. Fair play to anyone that was optimistic coming into this match today, but I knew from the off I would have snapped your hand off for a point, genuinely, with the way we're playing. It's a piss take the way we're playing right now.
Is this what we are? Right, I think we need to come together, right, all of us, and stand back and go, we are West Ham fucking United. 2 years ago, in June, yeah, we would have won our first trophy in 43 years. And there's people thinking, you know what? Yeah, we'll see how we go if we finish mid-table. Why don't you fuck off out of this club? Because I've seen the club go down and I've seen this club fall apart. And I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see that ever again in my life. I don't want my son or my daughter to ever see that again in my life, seeing West Ham go down. Yeah? You have got to understand we are a fucking big club with a big foundation, with a fuck-off fan base, and there is people want us to be mediocre. Now, to them people, yeah, you're not West Ham fans. And I'll say it to your face. Yeah, you're not West Ham fans. Because if you've had the pain that I've had, every other fan's had over the years, going down in 2003, going down under Avram Grant, don't fucking come at this fat cunt, right, when I know my statistics and I know my facts at the end of the day. This is not right, yeah? This is not right. We are better than this. And as a fan base, we are so much better than this, yeah? And we need to all look at this and go, come on, this is not right now, right? This is seriously not right. And there's only one man that I blame for the whole lot of this, and he's the Russian-wearing fucking little dwarf cunt at the top of the mountain. This fat prick turned around and told you for months, yeah, you can get rid of Moyes, but David Sullivan will always be the problem at our club. Now he's got a huge problem because he's got a manager in there that is sending us backwards. And does anyone really trust him to do the right thing? Probably not. He's just going to bypass it, yeah? He's just going to bypass it again. I'm sorry, yeah, but I've done the YouTube game for 3 years, yeah? I love this club to death, right? I fucking love this club with all my heart and soul, right? I will not, while I do this game, see us being mediocre, yeah? It's not in us. Yeah, we're better than this. And people need to understand we're better than this also. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but for me, right, he has got to go tonight. He simply has got to go tonight. What is he doing? He's playing 5 at the back against Nottingham Forest. He's playing Guido and fucking Alvarez in the middle of the park. Don't get me started with Alvarez. Do you know what I mean? It's just, Alvarez has just killed us today also. It's just self-destruction. I don't know what more I can say. Yeah, I'm so inside. I feel dead. I feel dead inside. Yeah, I feel like, you know what, this is West Ham of old. And someone said this to me the other week, right, before I finish up on what I'm saying. He said, James, don't be surprised if we go back to being how we used to be before the Moyes era. Yeah, and being that sort of mid-table side, we're beat aside and all that. That will break my fucking heart and soul if we go back to being that. Because we've had the best moments. We've had the moments where we've had our days in the sunshine. We had Prague. We've had all that. And now we're going back to being a piece of shit. That is just not right, people. Look, I'm fucking welling. Yeah, because it hurts now. Do you know what I mean? This is not right. And anyone who says to you, trust the process, do yourself a favour, stick one on their fucking nose for me, because they're talking shit. Honestly, trust the process. Fuck the process. The process is done. I'm sitting here. I'm welling up. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, mate. Yeah, this is not right. Right, we've been outplayed by Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, we've just been outplayed by again. Yeah, we was never winning that game from the start, ever. Fucking never winning the game from the start, and it's just done. It's just done. Jay, anything you want to say, mate?
Yeah,
shut up.
This is the issue, right? Is because I actually agree with you. I've been trying to wait before I had any kind of overbearing, like overarching judgments on Lopetegui, but it's enough for me now. Like he's never going to turn this round. Like he hasn't got it in him. He's proven today that he's so tactically inept. He doesn't understand how to get the best out of what we've got, which is top quality players in every position. We've got a bunch of really good individuals, but we have no idea how to use them. We have no midfield, but we have tons of good individuals. He's got no clue what he's doing. The issue I've got is I agree with you. Like, there is no way that this man should be in charge ahead of the Everton game. Chances are he will be. Chances are we lose that as well. And then when we do finally bite the bullet and get rid of him, I have no faith in our ownership to go and get the right person and to actually do the right thing and get somebody in who's actually going to get the best out of these players. I genuinely don't know the alternative. Like, if someone, and I'm happy to hear any suggestions in chat or from you boys, like who do you get is the question. I actually don't know who is a realistic transfer target for a manager that we could actually get.
The problem
there's only been one that's been touted around, and it's from Steiden's mouthpiece, and that's Terzic, who formerly Slaven Bilic's assistant. Which, I'll be honest, I just don't give a fuck. If I'm being honest, like, this is it's so dead. Like, again, like Jay said, I can only echo what you two have been saying, but just the tactic. Lopetegui has zero idea, and the problems just keep piling on. We're gonna have to see Guido and fucking Soler in the midfield next week.
It's a collective, isn't it? No, but let's be honest. It's the whole thing. I just see a comment there from Hammerhead. Are we going to blame the players? Yeah, the players are instructed to listen to the manager, because if they don't listen, they don't play. Yeah, this manager's erratic. He can't stabilize his team. Right? Someone explain to me why he's gone with this setup today, when last week against Manchester United in the second half, that setup worked. It just, like, it's basically like bipolar FC. It's simple as that. You just don't know what you're going to get. It's erratic. It's all over the place. Did we really look like we was going to score a goal in the first half? Absolutely not.
I don't know. I say it a lot, but I think it's just easy to tell when the players are just so poor or playing absolutely shit versus the tactics are so off. Like, let's just go over real quick. Alvarez, shit. Wan-Bissaka, very, very iffy today, hot and cold. Paqueta, I thought, was actually okay for the first time in a long, long time, but still not good enough in my opinion. Bowen, ineffective up top. I don't know why Antonio didn't start. Somerville did as much as he could, I think. And Guido and Alvarez, like I said, Alvarez was terrible, but you're not setting the midfield up for success either. Two-man midfield. I mean, Kilman, I thought, was decent. I thought Todibo was decent as well. I thought Emerson was okay. And again, like I said, Wan-Bissaka very on and off. But I don't know. For me today, the tactics just, again, absolutely diabolical.
People will use the fucking sending off as an excuse. But I'm sorry, you can't get round this one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Because that first half, we had one shot on target, and that was in the 46th minute.
We could have had 12 players. It wouldn't have helped. We were shit. You could have given us a man advantage in the midfield or in the attack. We weren't creating fuck all, and we weren't going to. Again, hindsight's beautiful, but it wasn't going to happen, in my opinion.
And I've always said this, when it goes well for Lopetegui, he looks a fucking prime manager. When his back's against the wall, can he grind the result out? And this man can't grind out fuck all, mate. He just simply can't. I don't know. I'm going to let Sir Daddy come on every say. Anyone who wants to come on, they're more than welcome to come on this platform. Yeah. I am so heartbroken tonight. I feel like fucking welling up. I'm going to keep it together because I think what it is with me is I've seen the shit like you have, Jay, like a few of us have, like Lucas has. We've been through the hard times. We had some great moments, like in Europe with Moyes and everything, but Moyes had to go, right? These times had come to a pass. The issue I've got is now is I'm seeing West Ham going back to the old days, and I don't like it. I simply just do not like it at all. I can't accept it as a West Ham fan in the 21st century. When you, and I say this all the time, and I don't want to be a broken record, but when you do move to Stratford, you move for a purpose to be a big club. This is not how big clubs operate. I'm sorry, it just isn't. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you don't operate like this. Like, we're all over the place, and we're going to Forest, and we're shit scared of Nottingham Forest. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think this is the thing that winds me up. Right? Is we came to the end of last season. We changed manager. It was so toxic, but we had the platform to build on. Like, that bloke had literally done everything he could and put us in such a good position, and we got it so wrong.
Yeah.
Like, so wrong. How have we gone and got this bloke who apparently was watching us for 6 months or however long, who looks like he has no fucking idea what he's doing with any of these players? He's got no clue. So how have we taken all the good work in the previous regime and literally pissed it up the wall within 9 games? It's all gone to shit. I don't understand it.
One thing I'm going to say is that if there was a divide in the fan base, it will end very, very soon with this manager, because I think everyone will be saying the same thing tonight. And if people are saying trust the process tonight, I need to know what crack cocaine they're on. Yeah. And I can speak to their dealer and say to them, listen, don't supply them with no crack cocaine. Because I'll tell you something right now, if they think there's a fucking process here, right, there is no fucking process. This is not fucking like a computer processing. This is West Ham United, and we're better than this. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real, because I see so much shit. And I see so much of these big accounts saying, trust the process. You know, he got sent off today. Get in the fucking bin. Like, literally, yeah. Stop doing fucking gear. Yeah, and stop doing fucking drink, because you're talking shit now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I am going to be hard and cruel on this one, because when you've seen the best moment of your life, yeah, I want to see that best moment again before I fucking die. And I'm not seeing West Ham go back in time to a time where we was fucking shit and we were struggling to stay in the league. I will not accept that as a fan, and I will continue to do that on this platform until my fucking last breath. And I do mean that. I'm with everyone tonight. And I'm with you all, yeah. And one thing I'm going to say before I said they come on, yeah, I just remembered. Jay said it earlier on. Shout out to every single one of them fans that was in that ground today, yeah. 200 quid they've spent up, like travel, food, drink, like even hotels for the night. They deserve better than this, and I'm going to say it openly. We deserve better than this. So it's over to you now, Sullivan. What are you going to say? Do you know what I'm saying? Probably fuck all as usual. Get this man in. So, Daddy, take it away, mate. Your 3 minutes starts now.
The first thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to be called negative for this, that win last week may be the worst thing that happened to us, because that one's going to keep this clown in a job for a while. Because I heard someone say we'll lose to Everton. No, we'll beat Everton. They just lost to Southampton. We'll beat them. Another fluke win we'll get, which will give him another 6 games to fuck things up. Any competent team comes against us, we lose. People thinking Manchester United, no, we beat them because they were worse than us. We are terrible. Get this guy gone. He's playing Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a right wing back, and I'm seeing people say, why is he always out of position? Because the manager tells him to. His tactics are shit. Midfield double pivot of Guido and that Mexican thug. Send that thug with Lopetegui. They both can go. Our defense, no clues. It's easy. We bomb forward, we lose the ball, and we look like we concede every time. We could concede 4, 5, or 6 today, like we did last week. I'm sorry, and these tactics and his substitutions. People are like, oh, but he makes changes. Yes, he makes so many changes because he hasn't gotten a single starting 11 correct this season. Every starting 11 of his this season was incorrect, except maybe Ipswich. That was the only game where he got it kind of correct.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this while you have a breather for a minute, yeah? Jay, what do you make of that? Because I agree with him on that. Every lineup, he's managed to sort of fuck it up somewhere along the line and then recover it.
Yeah, mate, I make Sadadi 100% correct. And in fairness to Sadadi, he's been calling about this guy since day one that he was not the guy, and week in week out, like been calling this guy out that he's just made so many mistakes and he keeps getting away with it. Like I agree with everything Sadadi's just said.
I saw this after the Fulham game. We were crap that game and we fluked a point. These games where we fluke something is gonna hurt us. If we had lost the game last week, I think he'd be gone next week. But now, since he won that game and will probably be Everton, people will say, 6 points, yes, against two of the worst teams, plus Ten Hag was Manchester United manager. This guy is clueless. I'm sorry.
So Daddy, can I ask you, so let's say hypothetically, Lopetegui goes tonight and Terzic is in tomorrow. Are you happy?
Yes, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with Terzic. I'd take Potter. I'd take mostly anyone over this guy. You'd have to be a really bad manager. Like the only manager I wouldn't want over him is like Rafa Benitez. But if you're a competent mid-table Premier League manager, I'd have you. Because Tay said this on the space earlier. Any competent mid-table manager would have us top 10. We have an amazing squad who are being ruined. This clown's ruining players like Bowen, Kudus, Somerville. Like the lineup tonight. He's playing Paqueta right forward and Bowen up front. If you want to do this, at least put Bowen in his actual positions. But instead, he plays two people out of position. This guy is a clueless clown. And at halftime, he brings on Soler for Guido. But I don't even blame people like Guido because his manager is exposing him.
Very true.
If I'm Guido Rodriguez, I want to fight this clown for working me legs are bad.
So, Daddy, I'm gonna have to let you go, mate. Yeah.
All right.
But I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks,
Luke.
later. Mate. He's speaking absolute facts. I would take Cooper. I'd take McKenna. Russell Martin would be a bit of a stretch. But, mate, he's spot on.
Well, trust me. Shout out to Tay also, another man who gets a lot of stick from other people shaming him. But the fucking man was spitting earlier on the space.
Can I just very quickly say on that? Maybe this is TMI, but I was in the shower listening to the space earlier, and I had the most overwhelming experience when I was in the shower, just being screamed at by Tay. It was echoing everywhere, and I was like, "Oh God, I must get out of the shower."
He was cooking. I'm going to be straight.
He was 100% right. Everything
he was everything right. Word for word, everything he said, absolute spot on. Completely agree. Kane, welcome, mate. Good to have you on. What do you make of that shit?
Nuno's Forest. Everything we used to be, everything we used to be good at, everything that I used to love about my club. Look at us now. Yeah, what am I watching? What is that midfield? How do we make chances? How do we do anything? Yeah, I'm disgusted.
Nuno not even on the touchline today as well.
Exactly. What a manager, what a gaffer. What a project.
Shout out to Jack.
Well, they're watching. Fair enough. It's a sad.
Hey, Kate, this is E20's own TV, mate.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The world famous.
We're not some backstreet fucking brothel, son. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I'm just. It's a sad hour podcast right now. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But honestly, like for someone who pretty much predicted this all summer with this horrendous joke of a window, that I mean, look, there were some good players. We can go into that, but who cares at this point? It just hurts, man. It's just like I can handle us being crap and losing most weeks because that's what we've done as fans.
Yeah.
Just how bad we actually are is, I mean, the reality is we've got players like Bowen and without Souček, we're relegation standard. I'm not even joking. It's one of the worst iterations of West Ham I've seen in the Premier League. It's worse than Avram Grant's team. It's just that we've got some good players that can bail us out. Without Souček, that is absolutely horrendous. What is the point?
I absolutely agree with what you just said there, right? There's something you just said there in regards of like, there's losing games, but there's a way of losing. And the way we're losing at the minute is basically borderline criminal. It is like to a point, it's like a criminal offence, right?
It's
Second half,
inexcusable.
second half against Spurs, first half against Chelsea, second half against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, for me, it's done. It's over. Like it's like basically we have all got to turn our heads now to David Sullivan and say, well, what are you expecting for the season? Because I know what we're expecting. We're expecting nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we'd be lucky. We ain't going down, right? I'll be very shocked and stunned if we ever went down.
Knock on wood, son.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's just because there's three shitter teams than us doesn't mean to say it's right. And my issue is the standard, and I'll use that with big bold lettering. Standards at West Ham. You've got to have a standard to say, you know what, this is the standard. Shout out to Jack. This is a standard, right? And this is not the standard that we want. This is not right. So
it's crazy too. We had so many corners in the second half. Only if we had one of the best set piece takers in the world to maybe contribute towards that as well. I wonder where he is. Do we even have one?
Lucas, we've got Soler, bro. One of the most pointless footballers I've ever seen in my life. We've upgraded.
I swear on everything I love when I say this. This has to go down. It's one of the worst signings in players I've ever seen. I'm talking Roberto category. Category 5
Alex
hurricane.
Crow kind of vibes.
Category 5 hurricane. Category 5 coastal flooding. Florida, North Carolina stuff. This guy. Wow. He fucking stinks.
Where do we go now? Because tonight the heat is firmly on Julian Lopetegui, and rightfully so.
Well, look, he's not getting sacked. People saying like, "Oh, he's not getting sacked," right? That's just not happening. I still maintain that he won't be sacked all season. I'm not one for sack about. I think this squad is capped at a certain level just because of some of the profiles we filled in. And the reality is where are we in the league? 14th. He's not getting sacked. I don't know. I'm not confident about beating Everton. At the same time, we could win the game. And the reality is we're a very, very poor team, but we're also getting results that aren't making us look like we're going to go down. So if you want Lopetegui out, fine. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen. Okay, it has to, because the answer to that is basically what you're basically saying to us is it's going to be a mid-table finish, right? And basically we're going to lose our players next year. So Kudus will be gone.
James, we get a new manager in now. Where's the best we're going to finish? Like you've looked at the squad, you look at some of the players we filled in.
You can still recover this season, Kane.
You can recover to mid-table, yeah. I mean, but
no. Listen, if we go and get a new manager in, we can finish in the top 10. We can, yeah.
James, no chance.
I'll be straight, yeah. At present, we've got no faith with Lopetegui. So my question really is this: is where do you go with it? Because he's on a 2-year deal with an option for 3rd year. Yeah, he's not working out. So what do you do? Give him this season. If he finishes 13th, are you going to look at him and say, well, you know what, he's had a rough season, we're going to give him another go? Or do you act now? If there's a manager out there who's willing to come to West Ham, who's going to better us, it has to be now. Yeah, there's an international break now. Just be honest. Just say, you know what, I fucked it up with him. Get him out. Get a new manager in. If it's good enough for Manchester United, it's good enough for us at the end of the day. And this geezer's just not right. Now, on the recruitment side of it, that's a different thing altogether. Yeah, because the recruitment on the midfield is fucking awful. We'd all agree on that. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, but I think if you need to get a manager in there who knows how to win and grind out and gritty performances, Lopetegui hasn't got that. Hasn't got it in him. Basically, it's either play well against shit teams or play shit against good teams. Simple as that.
And all the project backers, all the project files, whatever you want to call them, Antonio literally comes out today or yesterday, whenever he'd done the Sky video. He literally said the aim is to get back to Europe. So I don't know what this transitional season bullshit is people keep talking about. The players clearly want to get back to Europe. That's the vision. And right now, at present, no fucking chance. The odds have got to be higher than Leicester winning the Prem. We are so poor. And again, I agree with you. If that's what we want to do and that's what we're setting out to do, he's got to go. But he's not going to go. And I don't know where I'm at between you and Kane, because again, I am naturally a bit optimistic. If he were to go today, I think there is a chance we could finish top half. But from what I'm seeing, and again, the players haven't been performing either as well, which makes it a tough case on Lopetegui as well. But I don't see it. I don't see it. Even if we bring in someone new, it's tough. It's tough.
Right. Do you waste time? Yes or no? Yeah. Do you go, oh, you know what? We'll give him another 10 games and see how he gets on.
The goal is to get into Europe, clearly from the players. So the answer is no, you don't waste time. You get it done. But is it going to happen? No.
Right. Well, there you go. You get him out the door, right? And it's over to, because not being funny, right? We can all probably agree on this. Even people in the chat, and even my fiercest enemies on YouTube can agree that Lopetegui wasn't the first pick at West Ham. Yeah, but I knew that he was on his way, right? Which sickens me. I agree with a comment in the comment section there that just said, "Do you trust Sullivan to do the right thing and pick the right manager?" I don't. But the problem is we're in a no-win situation right now. We really are. On the one hand, we've got Lopetegui sending us backwards. On the other hand, we've got an owner that don't know talent when he sees it. And what do you do? Like, do you suffer with Lopetegui, and then he could set us back 5 years? He could do, because if he goes backwards, we could lose all our players. Bowen, if a big club comes in for Bowen and then offers him Champions League or something like that, is he out the door? For me, I think you cut and run with Lopetegui right now. You get him gone because it's not going to get any better. Do you know what I'm saying? Name me a game this year apart from Ipswich where we've played well with.
You can't. Like this.
We talking a match or halves of football?
Well,
yeah. We could piece together a few halves, couldn't we?
The answer is zero. Even Ipswich, the answer is none.
Even that. What is it? 9 games in? Is it? Is that a 9th Premier League game?
I'll tell you what.
10 games in.
With the Potter shouts in the chat as well. At least we win the XG battle, for fuck's sake.
So basically, 10 games
I'm on my knees as it is. I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah, I know.
If they are,
I want to win somewhere. We're not winning the passion XG. We're not winning the field tilt. We're winning possession.
What you have to ask yourself, right? What you have to ask yourself is this: yeah, is Julian Lopetegui going to benefit West Ham long term?
Hell, fucking no.
Well, he's got to go then, because if this man's not going to benefit us long term, you don't keep someone here that's going to make you worse at the end of the day. You just simply don't do it.
I'd rather have Stevie fucking Wonder on the fucking touchline.
I would rather have Kevin Noland in the dugout than Lopetegui.
Yeah.
James, you don't understand this. The team are just full of passion right now. What do you make of Alvarez? What is this guy? This guy's a freak, bro. I'm sick of this guy. Like, he's on a yellow, he just does that. You're a
yellow was already terrible as well. Lazy yellow card. Absolutely lazy as fuck. And then we have 5 defenders back, and he does that. Absolute. He needs to be studied. That guy. He needs to be studied.
I'm gonna be straight. Yeah. What is he? I'll ask you, Jay. What is going on in his head?
The guy's tapped, mate. The guy's absolutely, he's a lunatic. Like he get, and even the commentator from where I was watching it was like, he gets a lot of yellow cards. It's like, well, yeah, because he's out of position so often that he has to put dangerous challenges in, like he did today, and gets himself sent off for twice in the last 6 games that he's played. He's got a red card. It's just so poor from him. And to go to very quickly go back to your discussion about Lopetegui going, right? Like we talked, maybe I can't remember when, but we talked about like the December run of fixtures is so juicy in terms of games we should get results from. I've got no faith if you leave Lopetegui in charge for that run of fixtures that he actually gets the results that we need, because that's the run of 5 games that defines where we'll finish in the table. And if we've got this guy in charge, we don't pick up anywhere near enough points, and we end up languishing in like fucking 14th, 15th, somewhere around there, like realistically. But if you do get rid of him now, again, I agree with Kane. There's no chance this happens. I don't know why I'm even saying it realistically, but if you do get rid of him now and put someone in place and give him the chance to at least work with the players for a month before we hit that run of fixtures, you might actually have a chance of rescuing something out of the season. But if you leave Lopetegui in charge, we've got no chance, basically.
Said it from the start. As soon as we got this guy in, screams Pellegrini 2.0. This season is just gonna it's gonna be a chore. It's gonna be a chore. I hope a lot of us, and I encourage some, we might as well just pick up a new hobby on the weekends, boys, because this is not what I want to watch every single weekend.
Go on, Kay.
James, any words for your boy Somerville, stinker and hooked at half time? Hudson Odoi, Brozovic. I'm thinking of Brozovic right now. What's a guy?
I said the other day, Ola Aina was gonna be tough to go against.
Bullied him, didn't he?
I'm gonna say this is that the team lineup just didn't make no sense at the start. When you're setting up in a 5-3-2, I class that really as, it just doesn't fit. Somerville weren't good. Alvarez is a fucking idiot. I'm gonna say this, he's a fucking idiot. But I'm not being funny enough. I think this it's more deeper than that, because a lot of our players are not cutting it to a point. Yeah, I can't really name a player who's been outstanding this season to a point. It's been Kilman.
That's my Kilman, in my opinion, has been the only player this season that has, I think, I would classify as good.
Yeah,
he's been good this season. I think if I had to average it out right now, he'd be on like a solid 7, like a 7.5, maybe a strong 7. I think he's been that good. But everyone else, no way anyone else has been near. Todibo maybe on average, but he hasn't played the whole season like Kilman has. So it's tough. It's fucking tough.
Basically, to round this up, is that you just need to know what you want. Now, I know what I want. I don't want this. So this is why I believe he has got to go, right? Regardless of the players. Because I think the players, listen, what Tay said on the space is 100% right. You can go and get another manager who could get these players playing a lot better than what Lopetegui's doing. No one knows. No one knows the stuff.
Saving Paqueta this season's not happening. I mean, I will maintain, for us to have a good season, we need Paqueta to be good. And this guy is just not good.
I get it. But, I don't know, mate. I'm just... To go to Nottingham Forest to get hammered 3-0, Kane. I'm sorry, but it just...
I'm not defending
it.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it feels fucking morally wrong.
Thought he was Potter today, literally playing a 3-4-2-1. I don't know what the fuck that shit was.
This Wan-Bissaka right winger gimmick as well is fucking pissing me off.
Mate, I said it last week. I'm so sick and tired, right? And again, I like the addition of Wan-Bissaka. I think he's been all right since he's come in. But why is this guy the focal point of all of our buildup on the right side? I'm so tired of it. He gets the ball in positions. I want Bowen to have the ball. And to me, that's not on the players. That is literally on Lopetegui. 1,000%. And it's bullshit, in my opinion. It's absolute bullshit.
I agree with you, mate. I really do. Also, another thing that irritated me today was the crossfield pass. What was all that about? Every single time, like diagonal pass from Kilman all the way over to the other side and easy getting cut out. I don't understand that one either, to a point.
Because we had no way of like playing. As soon as we actually played the ball around at the back when we had no pressure on us, and then as soon as we got to the final third, like Kilman would have it and be like, "Oh, I've actually got no one to aim at here. Nobody actually wants to pick the ball up."
Mate, we
create anything.
We play with zero conviction. All of our actions have zero conviction. Like no one moves with a purpose. Nobody receives the ball with purpose. we do nothing with purpose. Zero conviction. It is literally watching 11 guys. All right, I'll be a bit fair. It's like watching 9 guys, because there are a few that do care and run around a bit. They're just walking around the park, doing the basics, but not even doing the basics well. Like, it's shit.
It was quite fun. I was sitting there as at 2-0, at least Tadebo's actually trying. He's been pretty good, as he handed it to Ola Aina and he slapped one top bins. So I cursed Tadebo today as well. What can you do?
That Aina goal as well. As soon as Tadebo done that stupid little fucking whatever the fuck that trick he was trying to do, as soon as it came back to Aina, I literally felt it, and I said out loud, "This one's going in." And right on cue, just absolutely pelts it. It's awkward.
Yeah,
unreal, mate. Kane, any final words from you, mate, before we make a move?
Listen, you've got more chance of getting back into Europe if you went out and voted for Nigel Farage. Yeah, let's not take the piss here. It's over.
Thank you very much, Kane. What a waste, man. Jay, any final words from you, mate?
Not really. Just fed up of this shit. Can't wait for Everton at home.
That's a lie.
No, mate, I'm proper dejected today. Like, I've proper had enough of watching this shite. I just want to enjoy watching games again. Like, what is a source of joy for us? Oh, mate, take me back to a rainy golf course every weekend. I swear.
My source of joy today was when Rodriguez played that absolutely insane, awkward, like half switch ball. He pelted it about 200 feet in the air, and Crescencio Somerville took the loveliest touch.
It was beautiful.
And I said, "War a goal for us."
Lucas, any final words from you?
I don't know. I hate repeating myself, truly, and I'm not going to do it today. But I've been saying it for weeks now. What we can expect, what we can expect for this whole season, and again, I agree with you and Kane. Because again, Antonio said it, the mission, the goal is to get back in Europe as soon as possible. If you want that to happen, Lopetegui's got to go as soon as possible, but he's not going to. But then again, I agree with Kane. Even if he does go, I really don't think we even have a chance to get even close. Like, I still hate myself for buying into the hype a little bit, because in my heart of hearts, I really wanted to predict us to finish like 12th, and I predicted us 9th. Ain't no fucking way.
My final thought is this: if you want to see West Ham processed to the highest mountain, you got to get rid of Julian Lopetegui now.
We need to get processed like American food. Then maybe we'll get back on track.
For me, it's unacceptable. It's not right. He hasn't got a clue what his best team is, his best sort of formation. He's so erratic. Substitutions, everything about him is just erratic. Yeah, from him on the sidelines going mad to his tactics. For me, today, that's enough for me today, right? I want him out the door, down the road, and this is not what it is at West Ham. David Moyes done a lot of things at West Ham, good and bad, but one thing he did do is set a standard at West Ham, and that standard was to maintain a top 10 finish. And at present, we are nowhere near it. Yeah, we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. And for me, Lopetegui's got to go, right? I'm sorry, you can trust the process all you fucking like, right? But there is no process to trust. This geezer has not got no idea how to get the best out of some of these players. He's playing fullbacks, it's inverted fullbacks, and it's all over the place. We've got the slowest midfield in the Premier League, statues.
Best players
it's a mess.
Out of position.
Best players out of position.
Routinely, consistently.
So we're a fucking mess at the minute. A complete fucking mess. And for me, it's unacceptable. Now, one thing I will say before I round this up, and I said it earlier on, is that this is going to bring us all closer together, because eventually everyone's going to be singing from the same hymn sheet and saying, come on, it's time to go. Now, for me, this is the time. You get rid of him for this game. You get the new manager in, give him Everton. Then he's got a couple of weeks to reassess, and he's back for the Christmas period. I do not want to see West Ham as a mid-table side. Yeah, I don't want to see it. I will not accept it. at all while I'm still breathing with life. And for me, there is no process, as I say, to trust. Yeah, this geezer's getting us nowhere near fucking Europe. Yeah, the closest we're getting to Europe is going to Stansted Airport, getting on a plane and fucking visiting Europe. That's the closest we're getting. Yeah, geezer's a waste man. No good. Spanish butler, at the door, down the road, and as far away from the East End as possible. And finally, to David Sullivan. Yeah, thank you very much, you old cunt. Yeah, because you are the real problem of this club. And I will say it with fucking heart on this one. I detest everything about you, and you are the reason why we are sitting like this, like a bunch of fucking wankers sitting there wondering how the fuck we got Lopetegui in. Yeah, you should have done the right thing back in the day, and you should have said, you know what, we're going to invest in a manager and do a project. Every person out there who's saying about a fucking project, there is no project. Yeah, this is a short-term fix to get us into Europe to appease the fans. Yeah. Now it's over to you, David Sullivan, because now you've got a manager that has got no idea what the fuck he is doing, and you have got to sort this out. Sorry, you've got to get your money out, David Sullivan, right? You've got plenty of it. We're the 16th richest club on the fucking planet. Let's start acting like the 16th richest club on the fucking planet. Do you know what I mean? So it's over to you, Mr. Sullivan. Yeah, with your Russian wearing fucking hat, you old cunt, right? And that is it from me. Sorry about that, but I am very passionate about that twat. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. If you don't want to subscribe to E20 Zone TV, I fucking love you still. Lucas, Jay, absolute pleasure as always. West Ham United, thanks for ruining our Saturday night. Yeah, Julian Lopetegui, fucking walk home from Nottingham, you Spanish fucking butler cunt. Bye-bye.